I'm Mehak Chawla, arts educator, Bharatanatyam dancer and disciple of Guru Srimati Geeta Chandranji. Today we are going to study about folk art. So dance is one of the commonest phenomena of folk or tribal life. It is a part and parcel of their daily life, nay integral to the Adivasis culture in Chota Nagpur. It is not merely a source of amusement, but the very breadth of their life, which includes beliefs and rituals. It is said that a tribe that dances that cannot die. It is described variously as traditional dance as it evolves from daily activities following various seasons of cultivation and occasional hunting as native dance possessing magical or economic functions or as dance performed non-professionally. Rural folk dance often manifests ancient rituals, roots and serve recreational functions, whereas their urban equivalents may be more recent and fulfill to other secular aims. However, both celebrate original festivals like those based on local calendars for agriculture ecology. In almost all cases, the older, experienced men and women serve as leaders in dances, with the children following as novices, though normally the individual of any age or sex is submerged in the large society and is required to fit harmoniously in the dance celebration. Cultivation alternates with the change of seasons. Following this agricultural work pattern, their dances too go on changing. Thus, each season has its own dance, and as there are many months and seasons, there are many types of dances. Folk dances evolved from the lives of common people and were performed in unison. In Assam, people celebrate most of the harvesting season through Bihu. Similarly, Garba of Gujarat, Bhangra and Gidda of Punjab, Bamboo dance of Mizoram, Koli, the fisherman dance of Maharashtra, Dhumal of Kashmir, and Chau of Bengal are unique examples of performing arts that give expression to the joys and sorrows of the masses. Along with classical dance forms, folk dance also flourished. In most of the regions, the local dance form became very popular. Santhal dance, Chau, Ras, Gidda, Bhangra, Garba are some of the folk dances that have flourished. They are equally popular and have extreme acumen and innovation. Practically, every region of our country has developed their own rich tradition of folk dances. For example, Bihu dance of Assam, mask dance of Ladakh, Wangla of Meghalaya, Bhutia or Lepcha dance of Sikkim. Similarly, we also have some dances which are called martial dances like Cholya of Uttaranchal, Kalaripayattu of Kerala, Thangta of Manipur, among the more famous ones. Folk dances of India, which are richly diverse, deeply rooted in rituals, festivals, and agricultural cycle. It reflects the spirit of community life and cultural identity. Let us now explore a few of these vibrant traditions from Central India first. So if you can see on your screen, we can see the folk dances of Madhya Pradesh. We have Jwara, which is being performed at the time of harvesting. We can also see Matki, that's a balancing pot in which the dancer balances the pot over the head and then dances. We also have Bhagoria, the tribal fair dance, and Grida, which is being performed by the community in a circular form. Then from Chhattisgarh, as you can see on your screen, we have Panthi, which is being performed by Satnami community. Roth Nacha, the dance of cowherds. Karma, nature worship. The community in this dance form worships the nature. Then we have Sua Nacha. Sua is the term which is used for parrot. So they keep a wooden parrot over the bamboo pot and then they balances over the head and then dances. So all these dance forms are from Chhattisgarh, which we just discussed. Moving on to Eastern India, from Odisha, as you can see on your screen, we have Gotipua dance, which is being performed by the boys of female dancers of Odisha. And then we have Dalkhai. We also have Paika, the martial art of Jharkhand. Then Khadiya dance, which is being performed at the agricultural event, or when the weather changes, they also celebrate those occasions as well. We also have Jhena Jhumur dance, which is being performed at the time of harvesting of Jharkhand. We have Karma dance, the annual celebration of autumn harvests. And from Jharkhand, we also have Domkat dance, which is being performed by the community at wedding occasions. Moving on to West Bengal. From West Bengal, we have Chhau, the martial form of dance. Gambhira, which is being performed by the community of worshippers who are the worshippers of Lord Shiva. From West Bengal, we also have Brita dance. Then Tusu dance, which is being performed in the month of December or January by the community. We also have Lathi Khela, which is being performed at the time of Muharram. This Lathi Khela is being performed for 2 or 3 or more than the days. Then from Assam, we have Bihu, and Bihu is being performed at the time of harvesting, and Begmula. Then we have Ali Ai Lung, the agricultural dance of the tribe, Mishing tribe. We also have Jhumur dance, the folk dance of tea tribes. From Arunachal Pradesh, we have Yakjong and lion and peacock dance, in which they inculcate the movements of how animals move. They inculcate those movements into their dance forms. Then we have Tapu. We also have Aji Lamhu, which is being performed at the occasions of wedding. From Manipur, we have Nupapala, Pungcholam. Pungcholam, when they hold a drum in their hand and then they dance. Maibi dance is being performed by the women community. Khamba Thoibi dance. From Meghalaya, we have Wangla, Punglung and Shatchuk Maisim, dance of joyful heart. From Mizoram, we have Parlim, Kullam and Chero, the famous bamboo dance of Mizoram. From Tripura, if I talk about Tripura, we have Garla dance and Hojagiri dance, the mesmerizing balancing act. And we also have Lebang Bomani dance, the harvest dance. Mosak Sulmani dance is the warrior dance. From West India, from Gujarat, we have Garba, Siddhi Dhamal dance, Tippani dance, Hudo dance. From Goa, we have Fugdi, which is being performed by the women. Then we have Dhalo, performed at some rituals. And we have Ghode Morni, which is the war dance. From South India, Maharashtra, if I talk about, we have Lavani, Koli dance, the rhythm expression of fishermen. Lasium, the vibrant group dance. Dhangari Gaja, the dance of shepherds. From Kerala, we have Kudiyatam, Chakiyar Koot, and Trivatti Karalai. Teyyam, Nangiyar Koot. These are also from Kerala. Now moving on to Karnataka. From Karnataka we have Yakshagana, Dholu Kunita, Hutari. Dholu Kunita is the dance in which they hold drums in their hand and then they dances. From Andhra Pradesh and Telangana we have Bonalu, Buta Bomalu. That's the puppeteer dance form, Buta Bomalu. From Tamil Nadu we have Karagattam, Kolatam, Mayilatam and Puyalatam. So you can see the word always combines with atom. So the word atom means dance. So in Puliyatam, if I speak about Puliyatam, in Puliyatam they cover themselves or make up themselves as a tiger and then they perform the animal movements. In Mayilatam, Mayil, the word means peacock. So they do the movement of peacock. So that dance forms contains the movement of peacock. Now moving on further to the functions of folk and tribal dance. So the very first function is magico-religious. From the earliest times, the functions of most folk and tribal dances in almost every part of the world was to control and propitiate the spirit world. It was performed for the preservation of the individual and the tribe as a whole. As the Karam dance is used as a mark of respect and veneration to the Karam Raja, the deity worshipped during the Karam feast. Later on, among the peasants of Asia, Europe and the Americas, dances continued to be used as magico-religious rituals to ensure good hunting, fertility, victory in war and smooth passages through the major crises of life. In the eastern countries, with all its all-inclusive, all-pervasive folk dance to this day retains much of its ritual functions. Nevertheless, dances were performed to celebrate the commencement of spring, midsummer, harvest, weddings and funerals, and gradually lost the specific ritual significance of the movements and danced mainly for amusements. Now let's discuss about the strengthening of solidarity. Many of the traditional dances are stylized versions of movements derived from various forms of work. Originally, they possessed a kind of ritualistic function as they elicited enthusiasm for the work at hand. However, the onset of industrialization has brought doom to manual labor, cooperative work sessions, and agricultural celebrations. The concurrent dances have been gradually forgotten or have become simply a source of entertainment. The Chota Nagpur dances are meant for all men and women, boys and girls, young and old, and without much peripherals. The experienced dancers lead the dance, followed by others, while join the rear trying to learn the art and aesthetic of dancing and singing from their elders. Such collective dancing and singing become channels through which cultural traditions are expressed and confirmed. Community solidarity and tribal confidence is inspired on such occasions. If I speak about the entertainment functions of the dance, together with the above functions which we just studied, many of the folk and tribal dances provide also pleasure through patterned movements in groups. They often give opportunities to courtship when derived from fertility rites, courtship dances stretched with varying degree of mime. The interplay between men and women. During Sarhul and Karam, main dances are performed, but even weeks prior to the feast, people start dancing in the evenings. After the day's hard toil in the fields, dancing is often the only means of relaxation and amusement to them. In some folk and tribal songs and dances are not just means of entertaining the members and enlivening their seasonal feast and ceremonies, but they bring out the great aesthetic sense that the folk and tribal possesses. Now let's study about the folk theatre and their narratives. Folk theatre is a composite art form in India with a fusion of elements from music, dance, pantomime, versification, epic, and ballad recitation, graphic and plastic arts, religion, and festival peasantry. The folk theatre, having roots in native culture, is embedded in local identity and social values. Besides providing mass entertainment, it helps Indian society as indigenous tools of interpersonal, intergroup, and inter-village communication for ages. Folk theatre has been used extensively in India to propagate critical social, political, and cultural issues in the form of theatrical messages to create an awareness among the people. As an indigenous form, it breaks all kinds of formal barriers of human communication and appeals directly to the people. Indian folk theatres can be broadly classified into two categories, religious and secular, giving rise to the ritual theatre and theatre of entertainment respectively. The two forms thrive together, mutually influencing each other. Most often, the folk and traditional forms are mainly narrative or vocal, that is, singing and recitation based like Ram Leela, Ras Leela or Nautanki. without any complicated gestures of movement and elements of dance. While most of these theatrical styles have their own unique form dependent on their local customs, they differ from one another in execution, staging, costume, makeup, and acting style. Although there are some broad similarities, the South Indian form emphasizes on dance forms like Kathakali and Krishnatam of Kerala and actually qualify as dance dramas, while the North Indian forms emphasizes on songs like the Khayal of Rajasthan, March of Madhya Pradesh, Nautanki of Uttar Pradesh, Swang of Punjab, Jatra of Bengal and Tamasha of Maharashtra, also Bhavai of Gujarat. It stresses on dialogues in their execution. The latter two emphasizes on comedy and satire. Puppet theatre also flourished at many places in India, like if I speak about shadow puppet, the Gombeyata of Karnataka, Ravanchaya of Odisha. Then we also have glove puppets like Gopalila of Odisha, Pavai Koot of Tamil Nadu. From doll puppets, we have Bomalatam of Tamil Nadu and the Mysore state, and Putul Nach of Bengal. If I talk about string puppets, we have Katputli of Rajasthan and Sakhi Kundhehi of Odisha. These are some of the popular forms in vogue. Dramatic art can also be found in folk dances like the Gambhira and Purulia dance forms of Bengal, Saraikela Chhau of Bihar, Mayurbhanj Chhau of Odisha. Dramatic content is even woven into the ritual ceremonies in some areas, particularly those of Kerala, with its Mudiyettu and Tayyam. Now let us discuss some of the famous folk theatres of India. Bhand Pather of Kashmir is a traditional satire theatre with a unique combination of dance, music and acting. Satire, wit and parody are the main characteristics of this form. Most of the artists of this folk drama are mainly from the farming community, and hence the influence of their lifestyle, ideals and sensitivity can be seen in this folk drama. Now let's move to Swang, the folk drama of Punjab. It also belongs to the region of Rajasthan, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. It involves appropriate theatrics and mimicry along with songs and dialogue. It is a dialogue-oriented folk drama. Religious stories and folk tales are played by the group in an open area. Its main subjects are morals, folk tales, lives of inspirational persons, stories from Indian mythology, and in recent times, more current subjects like health and hygiene, literacy, etc. Two important styles of mime are from Rohtak and Hathras. The style of Rohtak is Haryanvi, Bangaru, and the language of Hathras is Braj Bhasha. Let's speak about Nautanki now. It is usually associated with Uttar Pradesh. Before the rise of Hindi and regional cinema, it was the most popular entertainment folk theatre throughout North India. Even today, The most popular centers of this folk theatre are Kanpur, Lucknow and Hathras. In contemporary times, street plays are more akin to Nautanki. Typically, there is an intense melodic exchange between two or three performers. A chorus is also sometimes used. The story of traditional Nautanki ranges from mythological and folk tales to the stories of contemporary heroes. I conclude my lecture here. Thank you.